In 2007, a staggering 20% of the income of Caesars Palace Casino was attributed to a single individual, Terrance Watanabe. Born in 1957 in Omaha, Nebraska, Terrance's early life was shaped by his father, Harry Watanabe, the founder of a highly prosperous carnival supply business, the Oriental Trading Company. At just 15 years of age, Terrance started working in his father's company, and by 20, he ascended to the position of CEO. His strategic shift towards party supplies significantly expanded the business, transforming it from 17 local outlets to a powerhouse with monthly revenues of $25 million. However, this success came at a personal cost. Terrance's life was overwhelmingly dominated by his work, leaving little room for personal experiences or relationships. According to colleagues, his life revolved around extensive travel to Asia for product inspections, and he remained unmarried. Friends and family, including his sister, noted that he never seemed to engage in any meaningful romantic relationships. His entire existence was consumed by the business. Exhausted and seeking a change, Terrance decided to sell his stake in the company in October 2000 for an undisclosed sum. Post-sale, he aimed for a leisurely and philanthropic retirement. In an interview with the Omaha World Herald in 2000, he expressed his desire for a fun-filled retirement, emphasizing, "If it's not fun, it's not worth doing." Subsequently, Terrance Watanabe established the Terry K. Watanabe Charitable Trust, generously funding AIDS and cancer research, along with various political initiatives. Despite those notable endeavors, he found little fulfillment in his new chapter of his life. After dedicating over 2 decades of a demanding business, the slower pace of philanthropy didn't satisfy him. His charitable contributions continued to increase, yet he grew increasingly restless. After several entrepreneurial ventures, including a restaurant, failing to take off, his sister remarked that Terrance struggled to find meaningful ways to occupy his time. Adhering to the adage that an idle mind is the devil's playground, Terrance soon found a new pastime: spending lavishly. He acquired one of Omaha's most luxurious residences, boasting 9 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms, and a gourmet kitchen, a bespoke wine cellar, and a 3-level elevator. However, it was not this mansion that posed the greatest risk to his finances. Terry began frequenting the Caesars Horseshoe Casino in Council Bluffs, Iowa, a short journey from Omaha. The casino, proudly proclaiming itself as a gambler's haven on its website, offered a vast casino floor, a 24/7 poker room, a full-service sports book, and exclusive gaming areas. Terrance quickly became one of the casino's prime patrons, dedicating himself to gambling as his main activity and source of income. With a substantial amount of money at his disposal, casino hosts in Iowa suggested that Mr. Watanabe should visit the Rio and other Caesars properties in Las Vegas. Failing to establish new businesses, Terrance started frequenting Las Vegas in 2005. There, his existing gambling habit escalated. Coupled with a new profound penchant for an expensive vodka brand, Jewel of Russia, priced at over $200 per bottle. In 2005, billionaire Steve Wynn inaugurated the opulent Wynn Las Vegas. By 2026, Terrance Watanabe had become such a significant spender at this establishment that he and Steve Wynn decided to meet. Surprisingly, Steve assessed Terrance as a compulsive gambler and alcoholic, leading to Terrance being prohibited from the casino. Nonetheless, this ban did little to curb Terrance's addiction. Instead, it opened doors for other casinos to cater to his habits. Terrance then shifted his focus to Caesars Palace, where a marketing executive offered him more lucrative deals than those at Wynn. These incurred enhanced player comps, rebates, and other enticements. Consequently, Caesars Palace tailored special incentives to keep Terrance gambling at their property. They provided him with tickets to the Rolling Stones, a monthly airfare allowance of $12,500, and $500,000 in credit at the casino's gift stores. Harrah's, another casino, offered him 15% cash back on table losses exceeding $500,000, access to exclusive high-limit games, and various other perks. During his stay, Terrance enjoyed complimentary accommodation in a lavish 3-bedroom suite at Caesars, complete with a personal bartender and a team of attendants catering to his every whim. This included having elaborate 7-course meals from the casino's Bradley Ogden restaurant delivered to him at the gambling tables. His attendants like Alde Leon and Christian Kunder recounted tales of his behavior during gambling sessions, they mentioned that Terrance often handed out thousands of Tiffany's gift boxes, each containing either $50 gift cards or $100 gift cards, to various staff members including bartenders, nightclub staff, security personnel, and others. It was reported that Terrance Watanabe once instructed a security guard to purchase every type of steak from a supermarket, which then he distributed among the staff. At Caesar's Palace, patrons of Terrance's caliber are typically enrolled in an elite loyalty program known as 7 Stars, offering a range of impressive benefits and enhanced rewards. However, recognizing Terrance's unique status, the casino went up a step further and established an unprecedented tier above 7 Stars, named Chairman, exclusively for him. Despite living what some might consider an ultimate lifestyle in Vegas, Terrance's situation worsened due to the lack of intervention and other engaging activities. His gambling addiction escalated dramatically. Employees recounted that he would often gamble up to 24 hours straight, sometimes losing as much as $5 million in a single session. He was permitted to play 3 blackjack hands at once, each with a limit of $50,000. When he won, Terrance was known to generously distribute bundles of $100 bills to Caesar's staff, occasionally totaling up to $20,000. Meanwhile, a former casino host from his hometown visited Terrance and noted his disoriented state. He appeared to have difficulty remembering past conversations and was frequently seen staggering around the casino or falling asleep at the tables. This behavior indicated the severe impact of his gambling and possibly alcohol consumption on his well-being and state of mind. Terrance Watanabe's gambling habits were further highlighted by his choice of games. According to a former assistant, he avoided skill-based casino games like poker, instead preferring games with lower odds such as roulette and slots. This preference led to him being labeled as a house player, as these games typically favor the casino more significantly. Even in blackjack, a game that can require skill and strategy, Terrance played in a manner that effectively turned into a house game due to the poor decisions he made. The gravity of his situation became apparent during a family visit for Thanksgiving in 2007. It was then that Terrance revealed the extent of his losses. In the 11 months since the beginning of that year, he had lost a staggering $127 million. Despite this alarming revelation, the casino, operating under the assumption that Terrance still had access to substantial funds, extended a $17 million loan to him. This move in itself should have been an indicator of his dwindling financial resources. The situation was exacerbated by his placement near loud nightclub music, which could have added to the disorienting environment and impacted his decision-making at the tables. On January 23, 2008, mere weeks after informing his family about his financial losses, Terrance Watanabe listed his Omaha mansion for sale while he continued to gamble in Las Vegas. He succeeded in selling the property for $2.66 million, but by then, it was too late to recover his fortunes. Terrance had already exhausted his financial resources. His gambling escalated from $4.2 million in 2005 to $81 million in 2006, and alarmingly to $825 million in 2007, when his family finally intervened and brought him back to Omaha in early 2008. Terrance had the dubious distinction of having lost more money in Las Vegas than anyone else in history. His 3-year gambling spree resulted in losses amounting to $204 million. The situation was further complicated by the fact that Terrance was without a job or any source of income, yet he still owed the casino $14.7 million. In a turn of events, Terrance placed the responsibility for his losses on Caesars. He claimed that the casino was at fault for his massive debts, suggesting that their practices and the environment they provided contributed to his excessive gambling and subsequent financial ruin. This shift of blame indicated a complex and troubled relationship between Terrance and the gambling industry, highlighting the serious consequences of unchecked gambling habits. During this tumultuous period, Terrance Watanabe alleged that Heir's casino not only failed to intervene when he was inebriated, but also actively encouraged his continued gambling by supplying him with alcohol and prescription drugs. This led Terrance to file a lawsuit against the casino. Court documents revealed that Caesars provided him with 2 to 3 750-milliliter bottles of Jewel of Russia vodka daily. Despite his evident severe intoxication, no employee at Caesars attempted to limit or cut off his drinking while he gambled. In one instance in 2007, A concerned friend of Mr. Watanabe's, Stuart Mitchell, tried to persuade a cocktail waitress to dilute his drinks, only to be told firmly that Terry gets whatever he wants. Photos of Mr. Watanabe were reportedly posted in staff-only areas of the casino to ensure all employees recognized him and complied with his requests, under the implicit threat of job loss or any interference. In response to the lawsuit, a casino spokesperson defended their actions, stating that they viewed Watanabe as a wealthy, consenting adult making his own decisions and gambling, and their priority was to provide an environment conducive of his happiness. As the legal battle unfolded, the casino initiated criminal proceedings against Watanabe for the unpaid $14 million, potentially resulting in a 28-year prison sentence. However, a subsequent article reported that both parties eventually dropped their lawsuits. Unfortunately, Terrance Watanabe's life continued to be fraught with challenges. In 2017, he disclosed a prostate cancer diagnosis and launched a GoFundMe campaign seeking $100,000 for treatment, although he was unable to meet his goal, raising $28,000 instead. In January 2020, Terrance joined Twitter and expressed a desire to live a good life and be a good man. Acknowledging his past flaws and mistakes, he expressed hope to have a positive impact on others by sharing his story, demonstrating a remarkable acceptance of responsibility for his actions. This attitude showed a significant shift in Watanabe's perspective, indicating a level of self-reflection and accountability for his past decisions. Thank you for following Terrance Watanabe's story, a tale of highs and lows, fortunes and losses. If you found this story intriguing and valuable, please consider subscribing for more insightful content like this. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Your support helps us continue to bring you compelling stories and discussions. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more with you in the future.